Bumcast returns after a long 8-year hiatus.
Oh, we've disappeared.
I actually wanted to check. I wanted to check what was the last thing we talked about. Hey, that looks quite cool, the little thumbnail. It's just a logo I made. Didn't even make a thumbnail.
It's pretty cool.
I want to see what did we, my old channel, what did we last talk about on the Bumcast 8 years ago? Our very first, would you say podcast? That was the thought of it, wasn't it? It was the idea was Bumcast was supposed to be our little thing.
Well, it was actually on the Destiny video. That's what we called it, the Bumcast.
Yeah.
Which is funny because that's what you put up on Twitter the other day.
Yeah.
And I was like, do you know what? I'm gonna go back and listen to it.
Did you?
Yeah, I watched the whole thing.
I've only
and we
seen
literally
little
taught the
bits
same shit
for making the video that I did.
Yeah, we taught the same shite as we do now.
Of course.
At least we're consistent.
Right, so we got 5 videos, 3 of which, the last 3 was officially Bumcast.
Yeah.
I did the last one solo because I thought it was big news at the time, which it was. Silent Hills got cancelled. PT.
Oh, PT, yeah.
So it was like, I have to talk about that for the Bumcast.
Yeah, because you're a big Silent Hill pal.
I love Silent Hill, and that was a really good demo, was the old PT. It's terrifying. It'd been great to stream that this year.
I know. I think if you deleted it at the time, you can never get it back after that, could you?
I sold my PlayStation 4 that had it.
Oh, you could have sold that with PT on.
I know.
And got absolute chungus money for that.
The timing of it must have just been really terrible because I got a Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain Special Edition PlayStation 4. And it was the coolest console I've ever had.
Was that the red one?
It's like maroon red with gold. It's awesome. I think it's up there somewhere. And I don't ever want to sell it because it's just too smart. I think
that's
it's
like you with my Halo one.
Yeah, and I think it's a little too niche now. It's like who's out there searching for the Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain PlayStation 4?
Yeah.
So
no one.
It's mine. But the last thing we talked about on the Bumcast together was
8 years ago.
HD remakes. 8 years ago. That was a 56-minute video. I don't know why we didn't sort of stick with it, because we could just chill out, play whatever we were playing.
I know. I was thinking the exact same thing.
Just have little weird chats, but
I know. Because it would have done us loads of good through fucking COVID and everything, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah.
I know.
But then
I've got it like.
Without that, if we'd have carried on, would there have been a Retro Gak Attack? Would there have been
Probably
a Misty Baby one more time?
Probably at some point we would have evolved into this.
Games Will Be Games might have been 10 years down the line and a mega massive business now.
Yeah, we'd have had all 6 viewers.
Oh yeah, damn right. We currently have none. That's fine by me.
It's fine by me.
Because
we don't do this videos. We do the pros.
This one's going to be rough, but we just it's just different. I'm used to doing Retro Gak Attack.
I love my darling wife. She's entered, as always, right on time.
Join the Bumcast.
No, she won't join.
I feel like we need to sort of explain. I would like to say explain the Bumcast. It was just a random thing we decided 8 years ago.
Well, no, that's what we would do the video. It was on that Destiny one, like I say, and the conversation was something like, "We're a pair of bums doing a Bumcast," like a podcast. And then I just went, "You mean a Bumcast?" Yeah. And then that was it. You were like, "That's what we're going to call it."
Yeah, we're a pair of silly bums talking a load of shit. Bumcast. That is literally Bumcast. 8 years down the line, 7 years down the line, even I come up with Gak, which is just talking a load of shit.
Which is what else we're talking shit, yeah.
So there we go.
That's good.
So I am Liam. You are Bestest Bud Nick. And
hello.
This is the Bumcast. I believe I am going to stick this on the audio platforms because I think this would suit audio platforms.
Yes,
but
more off. Yeah,
I'm currently holding off on List Me Baby and keeping that as video only for the time being.
Mm-hmm.
Simply
well, yeah, because they can't see the videos that you put in.
They can't see the amazing videos that I spent a long time putting for the debut episode. But also,
I need to get the wine glass right there.
That's fine. I will keep talking. But I'm also holding off on putting them up on Spotify and all that because I only have limited space.
Yes,
I have limited space on the Buzzsprout account.
How many hours was it again a month? 4?
I think it's 6.
Oh,
it lets me put 6, which isn't too bad, but we do long episodes sometimes.
We do, yeah.
Our current episodes tend to go over an hour without fail.
When the conversation's flowing, I know.
Yeah, but like the odd time, like Golden Axe and Total Carnage or whatever that was called, they were a bit shorter. ISS.
Yes. Yeah, because there's not a lot to say.
No,
I mean, there is a lot to say, but half an hour, 40 minutes pretty much covers most of it.
So we do tend to discuss old retro video games from our past, or even the present. You know, Payday 2. I was listening to Payday 2 this morning. I've been doing that every time I've been going to work now because it's like a 12-15 minute journey to work. I like to just plonk on one of our retro gags because it's handy if I catch a bit that I found quite funny or I try and remember it and then I can make a note and stuff. So I feel like I do just keep rewatching, re-listening to episodes. It's just
I just do that in background noise. Yeah, we're humorous. We find each other funny. This is why we do this.
Yeah, which is sad, but who cares? We're sad bums doing the Bumcast.
Bumcast. Yeah, exactly.
Right, so I don't know what to start with. What did I have here? Oh,
Happy Halloween.
It's the Halloween special, isn't it? Look, I got the pumpkins. As they say down here in Wales, pumpen.
Pumpen.
Apparently it's a pumpen. Which I think is a really funny word. But I got me pumpkins.
Steph showed me the pictures of you going pumpen picking.
Pumpen picking. Yeah, we picked a right stinky pumpkin.
Did you?
Yeah, cute little pumpkin.
We've got 2. Well, in fact, we've got 3. 2 big ones and 1 tiny one because Flynn always has to get a tiny one.
Well, we got a tiny one for the boy. We were supposed to carve them today, but it just didn't work out that way.
Are you good at carving pumpkins?
I'm not amazing, but I'm not terrible.
Mate,
I've done one.
I am fucking awesome.
Are you?
I am really good, yeah.
Are you
it's a skill that I never thought.
Do you know what? If it weren't so far away, down the stairs near my kitchen, I would go and grab it and be like, here's me pumpkin. But it's not impressive enough for me to go out the room right now.
No.
Live, on air. To go and
that's fair.
Get my semi-decent pumpkin. But I'd never seen one before. It's a long pumpkin.
A long pumpkin?
Carrie got us a long pumpkin. It's like tall.
Long shaft and with
like
a knobbly head.
It's like this wide and like this tall.
So it's like a marrow.
Yeah. But yeah, I managed to carve a little scary face in him.
Oh, bless.
But yeah, then we went pumpkin picking, so we've got more pumpkins.
More carving.
I got a chunky one.
Ooh.
Short, stumpy. Them's the pumpkins I like.
Squat.
Ooh.
That's a good word. Squat. Squat pumpkin.
A squat pumpkin. Do you eat pumpkin?
Do I fuck it rank? See, like this whole thing from America with this pumpkin spice latte shit. It all fucking stinks. It's horrible.
I did get the other day, even though I'm not a gin drinker, Carrie's the gin drinker. Because I'm a big fan of the metal band Halloween, they've done a Halloween limited edition spiced pumpkin gin. And because I'm a sucker for stuff like that, I was like, do you know what? And Instagram knows what I want. When I'm scrolling through Instagram and it shows me limited edition Halloween gin, they know I'm just going to go, I'm going to click on that.
Why not?
I'm going to click on that. Because it's like, it's only got like a hint of spiced pumpkin in it because they know it is probably rank. Yes. But it's mainly cinnamon. It's like a cinnamon gin.
Yeah.
And it's just awesome. So that with a bit of lemonade.
Yeah. See, I've drank gin for the first time this year. I was never a big gin drinker, but like Steph's like the past year has just gone full on like gin mental.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, like I kind of love it.
It's all right, isn't it?
It's a really good drink,
Yeah,
actually.
it's all right. It's for me. It's. I don't like. I'm not a fan of tonic water.
Oh no, it's got to be lemonade.
Yeah, lemonade's the only one I think I can tolerate.
It's got to be this lemonade as well. Schweppes. You know, not
none of that
sponsoring,
none of that
please.
diet shit neither. No,
Oh,
light
fuck
Schweppes.
off. No, it's got to be full on.
The full on Big Daddy Schweppes.
This is what I have in my whiskey.
Is it?
Whiskey and lemonade.
Whiskey and lemonade's good. Jameson's lemonade. JD lemonade.
Jim Beam lemonade.
How have we gone from Halloween talk to talking about how alcoholics we are?
This is the thing of consciousness where you just go from one thing to another. It's just the way it is, isn't it?
But no, this is the return of the Bumcast, Halloween spectacular. Just anything Halloween. What's
Yeah.
I did. I think I did message you earlier.
You did, but I didn't.
About just trick or treating. I don't think people understand the point of trick or treating.
It's not really a big. Well, it wasn't really a big thing here, was it? It was a very much American. Halloween. Halloween's a very much an American holiday.
It is, to me. It is my favorite holiday. It's the best holiday.
Steph loves it.
I love the spookies. I love an excuse to watch a scary film, even though I don't get much of a chance.
Oh no, she's Steph. No, she doesn't want spooky films or anything like that. She just loves the whole getting the kids.
Stuff.
Yeah, getting the kids because she's an autumnal person. She loves everything autumn. So, she likes getting all the decorations and all that sort of stuff. Don't you? Yeah. She walked in the room and was like, "Are you talking about me?" And then give me the middle finger because that's love.
That's love, baby.
It was all in love, my dear. Yeah.
I hate decorations.
You love it. Don't you dare start sharing shit. Yeah, you can see the spiders. You've seen the spiders.
They're so spooky. I've only got my pumpkins here. I've got my costume. I got my costume for Halloween.
What have you got? I don't dress. Oh my fucking gosh! She's in the window. Like this.
Ooh, spooky Halloween.
Oh, that's it. I started it now.
We've always done. Well, I say we've always done. We've only done it for 2 years, but we've always had like a Halloween party.
Yeah. I remember you doing the playlists and stuff like that with it. Yes. Do you do couples costumes?
We did last year, but it was like, we weren't that corny. We went as she was 11 from Stranger Things, and I was, what's his name? I was Vecna.
Oh, I remember the pictures.
So it was couples, but it was like, she's the goodie, I was the baddie.
I don't think I've ever dressed up for Halloween.
I'm not like huge on it, but since being with Carrie, it's just a bit of fun with it.
I don't even think as a kid. I know as a kid I didn't. As a kid, I don't think we went trick or treating.
Oh, I did.
I think you would get mugged.
Don't get mugged though.
I mean, it's the mean streets of Stoke-on-Trent.
If you dress up as Michael Myers, no one will mug you. They'll be scared of you.
I was going to say, if you dress up as Michael Jackson,
if you dress up as Michael Jackson,
no one will come to you either.
They'll run a mile. Hey, pro tip: is everyone listening on this return of the Bumcast? If you want those pesky kids to stay away from your house this Halloween from trick or treating, dress up as Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson in the window.
Open the door, grab your crotch. Ow!
Happy Halloween, kiddies.
Pro tips. Only the best here at Retro Gak Attack. No, but like my point with trick or treating, I think kids, and even grown-ups now, because grown-ups are thick now as well, they think you just dress up, go to a door, and you get sweeties. That's not what trick or treat is.
No, you have to
phrase.
Perform.
Yeah, trick or treat. Yeah. So I'm assuming it's the person who answers the door can perform a trick if they want of some kind.
Well, whoever answers the door basically said trick or treat. Say, right, well, do a trick.
Yeah.
And if you do the trick, you get the treat.
Okay.
And if they say treat, then they'll give you a treat.
Yeah.
But you still, I mean, it's big up here in Scotland. It's a bit more popular. than it is in England. And the first few times, like, we had Halloween and that, the kids would knock on the door and Steph would answer and, like, make him do a trick. Like, tell a joke or a dance or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, what are you making them perform for? And she's like, well, that's the whole point of trick or treat.
Yeah, it's, you know, you got
that's it.
sweeties, don't you?
Essentially, yeah. So obviously all the kids had to tell a joke and that, and they're all shite. You know what I mean? Exactly, yeah. None you.
None you who?
None your business, fuck off. Right. But
kids.
that was for the kids, I know. But yeah, but like over even the past few years, like say last year, the kids that knocked on, we had Miles, so we couldn't answer the door, so we actually just left the sweets out on a table. Yeah. And we had three big bags of sweets, and you knew when the sweets had gone, like you would just literally open the door and put the next bag out on top of it, so the kids get the. But that's what a lot of people do up here now, is just basically have the stuff outside ready.
Yeah.
So you don't have to knock on and disturb people.
You never got that much when I used to roam the mean streets of Penistone as a little nipper.
All four houses.
Yeah, most people either didn't answer, because it's like it's kind of like an old people village, Penistone.
Yeah.
It always has been. It still kind of is. They just couldn't be doing with kids. Like, I don't think they were, like, my generation weren't too bad. You never got people, like, egging or vandalising or anything. They just wanted to dress up, knock on a door, get some sweeties.
There's a lot of that in Stoke.
There's a...
Well, there was a lot, yeah. Cars getting covered in silly string and eggs
Jesus.
Just, yeah.
Blue if someone... everywhere.
If word got around faster if someone was like giving out shite treats or telling kids to fuck off.
Yeah,
their house the house was a target. So yeah, that's why I never really went out, because I can't be arsed being in that mix, if you know what I mean. It's just like I'm like, oh, come on, kids, grow up. I'm with you. I was like, what? 10 years ahead of my bloody maturity level. I couldn't be arsed with that shit.
I just love dressing up. Like, not much, you know, I wouldn't go to like a massive effort, but if I got an opportunity to just be Jason Voorhees, wear my little Jason mask. Yeah. Or, you know, I think I did a Freddy Krueger / Jason Voorhees one year, just because I had the Freddy Krueger glove and the Jason mask. So I was like, look, I'm both of them. Look at me, I'm scary. But yeah,
like Flynn.
No, you go.
Flynn loves dressing up. He loves dressing. Like, both the boys love dressing up. Like, Steph brought the Halloween costumes down last week, and the two of them were just like tearing into the costumes. Like, you know, like Flynn's wanting to be Darth Vader this year.
Nice.
So he's got a Darth Vader costume. And the school have banned masks, so that you can't go to school with a mask on. So he's Darth Vader, body, but not the mask.
You can't go to school with a mask on.
Nope, not allowed.
Oh no.
Then PC gone mad, mate. Tell you. Like clowns, no clowns. No one can be a clown for the fear of clowns. No one can be a clown.
It's Halloween.
Not even a comedy clown. Not even a normal clown. Like, zero tolerance. No clowns.
So on this day of scary, spooky things, don't go as something that people are scared of.
Essentially, pretty much, yeah. So he's Darth Vader. He's got a sort of zombie skeleton costume from last year, which still fits him. So he's going to use both between trick or treating and he had his Halloween disco tonight. So like he's going to use the costumes between the different ones. But luckily enough, we saved Flynn's old ones for Miles.
Yeah.
Like, we always thought, like, you know, we'll save them just in case you have another kid. And same with all the clothes. And so Miles is now Yoda. Because when Flynn was 2, he was Yoda. So now he's got a mixture of Yoda, and then next year he's going to be one of the turtles and so on. And we'll just recycle all the costumes that Flynn has, essentially. But it's cute that the two of them are both Star Wars characters at the minute, like Vader and Yoda.
Yeah, so that's sort of your couples. So, you know, your theme thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he did want to be Luigi from Luigi's Mansion. Okay. So you wanted the Luigi costume with the Hoover. Did I say it last week? Did I say it last time? I can't remember. I said last time we were doing this. But yeah, I was just about to buy a Hoover on eBay. I literally was just about to press the button, and he was like, "Dad, I actually want to be Darth Vader." And I was like, "Thank God." I didn't want to buy like a knackered Hoover just so I could drill some straps into it, because he wanted to walk around with the Hoover and everything, and we'd get Miles dressed up as like a marshmallow man or some sort of ghost. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But luckily, it's turned out Vader and Yoda, so that's fine.
Well, we've gone the pumpkin route. Ugh.
Yeah,
This year.
It's the only thing you can dress them up as though when they're that small.
So we've got the boy as a little pumpkin, and what my initial plan, even though we've not actually got a party or anything planned, we're just hoping that someone decides, let's just have a get together and dress up.
Yeah.
So I just went a bit boring, and I got Ghostface from Scream, because you could get it for like 15 quid full set.
Mask, pennies in it.
So I got like a cheap one off eBay, and it's all right. It's hanging up there.
Yeah.
But then when he got his little pumpkin outfit, I was like, oh, I kind of want to be some sort of. I wonder if I can get like a pumpkin mask. Like
you should have been a farmer.
Farmer pumpkin.
Just a farmer with a pitchfork. You've just grown a pumpkin.
Yeah. Zombie farmer.
Zombie
got to be
farmer.
zombie. That's one of my
zombie farmer.
Since we're on the subject of Halloween and stupidness,
yeah.
One of my pet hates Halloween is, I know you get the bloody scantily clad girls.
Oh, I know.
And this is going to make me sound like a proper old man now, but like these scantily clad young ladies that dress up as nurses with these short skirts.
Oh, it's not just nurses.
But
it's
they
anything,
put
isn't
a
it?
bit of blood on their face, and they're zombie nurses. No, I'm going to go as a pilot today, but I'm not just a pilot. I'm a zombie pilot. That's just
bits of blood at the sides of the lips, or maybe down from the eye. Yeah.
That's a no-no from me. That's lazy.
You've just reminded me. I have dressed up once that I remember.
Zombie nurse?
And it was close. It was a zombie. I was in a hazmat suit, and a zombie with a mask and the big the suit, the whole suit.
Is there visual evidence, visual proof?
There's some photos somewhere, something like that. And like I was like, I'm gonna be proper zombie. I'm gonna do face paint and make myself kind of like grey green and smear blood on my face and everything. And I remember putting it on, and we went out. And like by the end of the night, like most people's like face paint had all like melted off in the sweat, and mine wasn't going anywhere.
Oh, no.
Mine was and I was like, oh no. I was like, have I picked the wrong face? But the thing is, I'd done Steph as well.
Yeah.
And we went home like at like 4 a.m, like absolutely pissed, trying to wash this grey stuff off, and like it wouldn't come off.
No.
Wouldn't come off. I'm surprised I completely forgot about that.
That's one of my things. Good. Like, I've never been a face paint guy. I don't know what it was as a kid. You go to these parties and that, not just Halloween. You go to a kid's birthday party. They've normally got some pleb in the corner that's like, let's do face painting.
Yeah.
I would never go near it. I don't know what it was. I didn't like the idea of someone painting something on my face.
It's a stranger touching your face. Yeah.
Stranger touching my face and putting something on that I couldn't even see without a mirror.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just didn't like it. And I've never liked it, so I've never had my face painted.
So we had one of them for Flynn's birthday the other weekend. We had a face paint, and like Flynn was the same. Flynn, like it was only last year that he had his face painted, and it's because the person had a creeper.
Right. Oh, I remember the pictures. I remember Steph putting it up on Instagram.
Yeah, the only reason that he went and got his face was because it was a creeper.
Yeah.
He never had nothing, and then every point since then, anytime he's gone out his face painted, he's always got it painted. And so this part, the party that he says he had his face painted, but Miles wanted his done, and because he was 2, she's not allowed to by law. Yeah, it's something to do with the skin, the face paint on the skin, because his skin Fair. So she's like, look, I can put a wee tattoo on his arm, and so like that's fine. And because like there was loads of kids, and he was waiting in the queue, but then the kids would kick off, so I'd have to go out the queue to thingy. And literally, he went on himself. Like he got at the point that she's just sick of waiting for me. He just went to the woman himself and just sat on the chair, and she put like a football, and a wee flame around the football on his arm. And every now and again, he comes up and he goes like, "Dad, fire football arm." And he wants another face paint tattoo on his arm. He keeps asking for it, and I'm like, I can't do that. I gotta paint that on for you. So we're gonna have to like wait for the next birthday party to try and get him another one.
Just get yourself some cheap.
The transfers. That's what we need to find. Is the transfers.
Do they still do the transfer tattoos?
They do, but I don't think they're as good. I loved them as well as a kid. They were so good.
Did you ever lick one on? Did you ever do that? Not necessarily give it that, but like I like lick my hand and I rub my arm. Ooh. It works sometimes, you know. That was like the one thing. Like I never liked face painting.
A wet flannel. Just rub it over the wet flannel.
Yeah, I'd usually hold it. Normally, like 90% of the time, I'd hold it under a tap, and I'd just like let it soak in.
But 10%, you're like, I'm just going to lick myself.
I remember one time. I used to be a member of this will shock you. I used to be a member of the official Manchester United fan club, or whatever. As a child, because my dad was, my dad brought me up correctly, supporting the correct team, despite how shit they are at the minute. But so I used to every season I'd get, because I had the child membership. They'd always gift you like a load of goodies and that. Because Man United were run well in the 90s. It's mad that.
Really?
Now they're fucking tragic. But I used to get loads of goodies off them, like loads of little books and stationery and
word searches, colouring in books. Yeah.
Get to see pictures of Ryan Giggs beating his wife and all that. All that good stuff.
Colouring Ryan Giggs and all.
That's the one. And for some reason, they must have just always used to give these transfer tattoos. They must have, because I remember in my shoebox, I used to have a shoebox that I used to have a stack like this of just the Man United crest, the badge, tattoos. So I think from time to time I'd just like look through my shoebox, I'd find one, I'd be sat in my room, and like, because I was so lazy, I'd be like, I can't be asked going to the sink and sorting this out.
You're going to spit on it.
And I've been just rubbing my arm and stuff. Sort me right out. It's Man United tattoo. Die hard, baby.
That's the same noise as the dying giraffe in South Park. I taught Miles. That's the sound of an actual giraffe.
Is he going around making that sound?
So when he's at nursery, when I told him at nursery, ask him what a giraffe sounds like, he's like,
That's how I communicate with Bodhi at the minute. That's how I get a laugh out of him. I do turkey noises. That's what we've discovered today. He loves turkey noises. So I just go up to his face and I go, and he's in stitches. He's in stitches. He doesn't make the laugh sound yet, but he just does the laugh face.
Yeah.
And
it's just a smile, isn't it? Oh, it melts your heart.
I think he likes the tongue coming out. So like, I'll just go, He's just like, whoa, there's a big tongue there. And like today, it's been the full-on turkey, and he's loved it. Just reminds me of the South Park game. Did you ever play the South Park game on N64?
Oh God, yes, I did. Yes. Oh, God.
It's so annoying.
It was such a good game.
It's so good, yeah.
It's so bad that it's so good. That's the thing. And all your characters, it's all the turkeys and all the clones like.
It's so funny.
It's not like you get one of them. You get like hundreds on the screen, and all you can hear is all for like 5 minutes as you're trying to kill them off.
Oh man, I love South Park. I love South Park.
Oh no, I actually started watching season 1 again when I got Paramount Plus. Yeah.
Well, we'll get into South Park one day on the old Bumcast, because Bumcast gives us a reason to talk about stuff like TV shows. And stuff
yeah.
But we'll go quick fire then, because I do want to move on to a couple of other things.
Okay.
We're half hour through on the return of the Bumcast, and we have been talking about Halloween the whole way through.
Return of the Bumcast.
Return of the Bumcast. Best horror film.
I'm not a massive horror fan, so.
Well, that's disappointing.
Yeah, no, I've do you know what it is? I've never really.
Goosebumps or something like that.
Yeah, I used to love watching Goosebumps or like Are You Afraid of the Dark as a kid. Like, they were really good on Nickelodeon. They were really good.
They did a good job of like towing that line of making it spooky but like it was still watchable for a kid. Like it was
kids,
never.
yeah, it's a kids program, but it's still quite scary.
Yeah, because I was a pussyo, like, and it was only until I was like 15, 16 I started delving into horror properly. Apart from Nightmare Fuel, Resident Evil, my whole childhood, that was the only thing, for whatever reason, scary that I would deal with.
I mean, as a kid, like I'd seen like Nightmare on Elm Street, and I'd seen Friday the 13th. Like when I'm like 6 or 7, and it's on like Channel 4, and it was on like late night stuff, and I'd seen them, and like they were fine. They were fine. Obviously, I was like. I'm too young to really sort of like understand, you know what I mean? And to be honest, all the blood, it was like over the top blood and gore, wasn't it? It wasn't really, you know what I mean? So it doesn't really have that score. It's like Mortal Kombat, it doesn't have that same effect as,
Yeah, it's so over the top, it's not believable.
Yeah. And RoboCop, when the guy gets run out, I had nightmares with him for fucking years. Like I had nightmares of fucking, what's his name? Marshmallow Man from Ghostbusters. Like I had a recurring nightmare for about 15 years with him.
My biggest childhood sort of traumatic nightmare, and I know this is beyond the joke now, Michael Jackson, Thriller.
No way.
Thriller.
Really?
My dad's mate, my Uncle Martin, even though he weren't my uncle, he's just his...
It's your Uncle Liam to Len, so it's the same thing.
Exactly, same thing. Yeah. So we used to go and visit Uncle Martin, and he had the Thriller music video on VHS, on tape. And I just remember being there one day, I was probably, 5, 6, 7, and they had Thriller playing, and I remember getting so freaked out when Michael turned into a zombie. Because, like, you just you don't expect it, because it's just Michael Jackson doing his, Shalom and stuff like that. And then he just sort of goes, it's like terrifying.
Transforms, I know.
And then, I remember that giving me full-on nightmares for ages. Good on
but I suppose when I got into my like early 20s, I kind of like dabbled back into like zombie films and stuff like that. And like one of my favorite ones is Return of the Living Dead.
That's my dad's favorite horror.
I love Return of the Living Dead.
That and The Thing.
The Thing's phenomenal.
That is, I would say, hands down, that is the best horror film for me. That's the best one, because even now it's still super impressive, like the practical effects. Kurt Russell.
I know.
Keith David.
Did you ever play the video game of it?
It's supposed to be shit up.
It's so good. I remember borrowing it off one of my friends, and I was like, I played it, and it was PC that I played it on.
Oh, okay.
I remember playing that and thinking it's like one of the absolute best games I've played in a long while. And like I handed it back to him, and I was like dead reluctant, because it's kind of like I want to keep it. I want to keep it. I don't want to keep playing. But that was good. But Return of the Living Dead was always one. I thought it was brilliant, the fact that they had the zombie in the barrel, and it melted, and then he comes out and it's like brains, and that's all he would say, and like he would. And the stairs would break down or whatever, and then like you would like bite that person's like skull, and it was just like proper like cheesy.
It was a proper cheese film, yeah.
Oh, it was so, and then I was always impressed with the one that they dug up. They dug up the zombie from the coffin, and it's like a woman, just like
just a torso,
and it had the spine, and the spine was like moving and wiggling, and she was like talking and everything like that. I thought I was so impressed with like how they could do that in the 80s.
That's why you can't beat practical effects. I know CGI has come a long way, but you still get some really bad ones. You get some really bad films with dodgy CGI, but like practical effects, can't beat it. When there's an actual real thing there. Alien. Alien's my fave. Alien's my fave. My favourite horror film is Alien.
Yeah.
Aliens is good. Aliens is good. Alien is magical. That's my...
No.
And if I was to like recommend a random horror film for someone, Train to Busan.
Train to Busan?
I think it's like a Korean zombie film. Set on a train. It's amazing. It's proper like when you're watching it, it's not like scary horror, it's just like intense. The zombies on the train, oh my god. But yeah, that was amazing. I loved watching that.
It's just not a genre that I'm just my time's limited, but I don't get to watch half the stuff because Steph watches what she needs to watch, and I play with my video games when I can, because that's literally the only time that we get to do anything.
That's what's annoying for me, because like I love horror, I adore horror stuff, but like since being with Carrie, not that I'm blaming her for anything for ruining my love for horror, but like I just, because she's not into it, she's
Steph's
not
the same
into it at all.
No,
I get one horror film a year, Halloween.
Yeah. I think the last sort of like horror sort of films, I think it was Saw was the last ones I saw, and I think that was probably about. It was fine. It's fine.
I don't mind gore. I can deal with gore, but like when it's just like when that's your
gore for the sake of gore.
It's just there's loads of blood. It's like.
It's like the what's it in number 2 where she has to go in the pit with the used needles.
I've not watched number 2. I've literally watched the first. Didn't like it.
Yeah, there's one where she has to go in the pit with the used needles, and I'm just like, why?
Yeah,
it's like it goes through me because it's like I'm not a needle person at the best
I'm
times.
not a needle person at all.
But having someone put someone in I just don't understand why he would want to. Do you know what I mean? And I know it's the fact that he makes him to do that because she was like an ex-addict or whatever.
Yeah, I like that.
I understand the principle, and I think I do, but it's like, but it's like I just do not want to like visually see something like that.
Exactly, I do honestly think, like, if you genuinely love the Saw films and you love the series, there's probably something wrong with you.
Go see medical attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm a Friday the 13th guy.
Yes.
The films are tragic. They are terrible. They're not meant to be Oscar-worthy, phenomenal films.
No.
They're slashers. There's no good slasher. Well,
they're B-movie.
The first Halloween is a good slasher film. That is an amazing slasher film.
Yeah.
All the others are pants. It's just like they're gore fests, but like there's so much cheese to them, and I love how just you get
it's like Jason
random kills with Jason.
Yeah, Jason punching the guy's head off. He literally just fucking clotheslines the guy's head off. I mean, you can't get any more daft than that. The sleeping bag one where he wraps him round the tree. But
I love Jason X. That's probably my favourite one. It's so daft, like Jason in the future.
Yeah.
And he's like, I think it's when he wakes up, and then there's the doctor woman or whatever there, and he just like grabs her head, puts her in, liquid nitrogen, freezes her face, and then bashes it against the desk. Love it. What a film. Proper film, that.
Forget your Martin Scorsese shit and all that stuff.
The Irish.
Sod your Academy Award. Fuck that. No.
The Revenant. Give me Jason X, baby. I might make Carrie watch that this year. I've not decided what horror film I get this year.
But it's like the Freddy Krueger where he comes out the TV and it's like, it's prime time, bitch. It's just like, fucking hell. Those kind of films are a lost art. Like, see the horror films that come out now. You see them at the cinema now, like The Nun or The Conjuring or whatever, and they're all like...
They're trying too hard to be, like, good films.
Yeah, they're like thriller horrors, and it's just like...
They're taking themselves too serious, and they need to just sort of chill out a little bit. Have a bit of fun with your content, with your good. Just have a bit of fun with it. Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, Halloween. They knew what they were doing.
Mm-hmm. See, like the 80s for the horror films were just like it's peak. That's it now.
Yeah. Well, I'm credited in there's a documentary that I funded for
Kickstarter, yeah.
In the Search of Darkness or something it's called, which is like a celebration of 80s horror.
Yeah.
They've done 3, I think, and I'm credited in the first 2. I'm credited in parts 1 and 2 as a pledger. What's backer? I'm a backer. Mm-hmm. So like I'm in the credits. If you watch it, my name comes up, and I was well proud of myself because I gave them money. Yeah, and I got like a special.
Give me money to put my name on the screen.
But I got a load. I got the special Blu-ray edition and
All right.
I got cool big posters, like A2 size posters. They're really smart.
Like cinema style posters.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
they're awesome, and because of the style of them, the horror 80s horror style of them, they're really smart.
Yeah.
But it's like, if you watch them, highly recommend. If you can find it, I don't know where you would find In Search of Darkness if you don't have the Blu-ray.
I'll be on Amazon probably.
It'll be somewhere. But it's a great horror documentary, which it just showcases like all of the subgenres of horror in the 80s and the different films, and they go through like the main ones, year by year from 80 to 89.
Okay. It's a good watch actually.
I'm pretty sure like the first one was like 5 or 6 hours. It's long. And I sat through, I picked a day because that was my, that was my special pride and joy.
Yeah.
Part 2 was a little harder to watch because they talk about most of the big boys in part 1. So I think because it did so well, they were like, "Oh, we got to do a part 2. Got to do a part 2."
Let's get some extra money.
Let's talk about these really obscure horror films, but even the obscure ones from the 80s, you can find some quality in there. The diamonds in the rough. Do you want to mention a horror game while we're at it? What's your go-to horror game if you had to?
It'd be Resident Evil, wouldn't it? It'd be Resident Evil, though. That's the thing. It's just Resident Evil. I mean, I've always had an affinity and love for Shadow Man. I mean, I wouldn't say that's necessarily horror, but it is very more the gothic sort of like.
It's major gothic,
yeah, those sort of things. I mean, I love that game. I love that on the N64 when that came out, and when it came out and got re-released, and we were like, "I'm not going to touch that with like a 10-foot barge pole." Yeah, I touched it with it.
Of course you did. Of course you did.
Yeah. Played the. Oh my god. Horrendous, but I want to play it. I want to play it.
You want to recapture that magic, don't you?
Yeah, that's it. Because I mean, the game that opens up with Jack the Ripper, and it's about that's so cool. The start for that is so good, and it's like it peaks at that bit.
We'll do that for Retro Gak soon because I can get that on probably the PlayStation version, maybe.
There is a PlayStation version
for the old boy.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Dreamcast. It came out for the Dreamcast, didn't it? I think they released it. I think they did. Oh. Don't quote me.
Because I was going to say the N64 control that isn't the best on the old boy, is it? It wouldn't
be great on the old boy.
No, you kind of need the updated controls.
I'll have a nosy because I would like to do that for Retro Gak one day.
I think that game's like it's ahead of its time and what it wanted to do. I think it was very restricted by the technology that they had.
Yeah. But I think it is a big there's a big cult following for Shadow Man as well.
Yeah.
If I was to pick, I don't want to be boring and say Resident Evil because I've played a lot of horror games. Old school classic Nightmare Creatures, PlayStation 1.
I've never played that.
Have you never played Nightmare Creatures?
No.
It's so it's mega cheese now, but there's like a gothic-y eeriness to it. But it's like there's zombies in it, there's werewolves in it, there's vampires and stuff, just big monsters. But it's sort of like an old school hack and slashy sort of thing. Okay. Controls aren't great, but early PlayStation 1.
PlayStation, yeah.
But yeah, Nightmare Creatures, I had fun with that.
I'll tell you what you would enjoy. You'd enjoy Conker's Bad Fur Day, the chapter that had the sort of like the vampire Halloween sort of chapter where Conker is a descendant of Dracula.
Okay.
And he turns in.
I said this when we did Banjo-Kazooie, and I do need to play.
Yeah, because there's that bit, and then there is also zombies as well. There is a zombies bit as well on your way there. That's quite a good little niche. Sort of like it's a little love letter to the 80s horror films, like I think the raccoons. Okay. And they're all zombies, and like they look really good. Like they're coming at you, and they've got like an eye that's just dangling out the head, and they're really smart and half a brain, and show. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I will.
It's a good
check it out at some point. Did it come out on the Rare Replay thing?
Yeah, it's on Rare Replay.
It's on Rare Replay.
Yeah.
Definitely give it a go then.
The Xbox version, the N64 version is rough. Well, it's not rough. I mean, it's better. It's the same with Banjo-Kazooie. The re-release on the Xbox is far better because the controls are a lot more better.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll definitely check that out at some point.
Mm-hmm.
More modern one, which I am quite tempted to play, to do a stream of before Halloween if I get the chance, which I probably won't.
Won't, yeah.
Layers of Fear.
What's that?
Is probably the most frightening, one of the most frightening games I've played. It's like your Amnesia, Outlasty sort of first person.
Okay, yeah.
You get no weapons. It's just explore, do puzzles,
Mm-hmm,
but like the atmosphere and just the little jumpy scares and things. It's such a makes you feel
it builds up.
It's so uncomfortable playing it.
Yeah.
It's like I'm desperate to get Carrie in front of it as like a stream for Halloween. Be like, here you go, love, play this game. Shit your pants. It's fucking terrifying.
Like what you did with us with SCP.
Oh yeah.
In the corridor.
I love that though. SCP containment breach.
Yes.
I love it because it's so
good.
daft.
We actually really did really well on that.
Yeah,
we proper nailed it for a while. We did.
The Statue Man, whatever he was called.
Yes, yeah. I don't know if you've seen the video. Don't know if you've seen the video doing the rounds on Twitter of the game being developed. I'll try and find it.
It's not this found footage one, is it?
Yeah, the camera, like the grainy camera, and you go around and basically as you play the video, but if you scream, you die and you have to start again.
Yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah. No,
but obviously the game will only thing if you're talking, so you've got to be talking at the same time as watching it for it to progress.
Right. Okay.
And then when you get a jump scare, and if you scream, you die. You've got to start again, and you've got to keep going and going.
Sod that for a bag of chips.
Well, like it's on that. Is it Unreal? Is it Unreal 6? The engine is that the newest one?
5, 6. I don't know.
And it's like it's so lifelike. It actually generally looks like you're walking through an actual.
That's the one I thought you were talking about. I don't think it's a horror game. The one I'm thinking of. It's like a body cam.
That's the guy with the footage with the
shit
shooting people and all that. Yeah, I remember seeing it. Yeah. I'll find this video and I'll tag you in it because it looks good.
Right,
very Blair Witch.
We'll move on. I'll do this next segment first because we're 50 minutes in, and this is something I've been pestering people for 3 weeks since we were supposed to be doing. Didn't mention it. We were supposed to be doing games. Will be games.
Yeah,
but this has replaced it because this is a bit more open. We can talk about anything. We're not locked to games because that's Retro Gak Attack is games, isn't it? So anything games will do on that. I have been pestering people on the Twitters and Instagrams to ask us anything, and we will answer.
Cool.
And I've said, if you want to be mentioned, you can be mentioned. If you don't want to be mentioned,
that's fine.
I've got an anonymous app thing. You just send it on that as well.
Okay.
So I have got a couple of responses, mostly from the fam, but there you go. That's just
that's fine.
On.
Yeah.
The first question was asked by Liam Griffiths, who is Carrie's cousin.
Ooh.
Hello. We've also got his brother is here later on as well, and these guys run a podcast. I will shout out them. They do a golfing podcast called Start From Scratch. That's
where I've started seeing it from. All right, okay,
they, to be fair to them, they've been doing really well, and they've just started a YouTube channel, and I think they're doing quite well. To be fair to them, so a little shout out there. So this is from Liam Griffith. What is the best free game on the PlayStation Store, in your opinion?
Free?
Looking for a decent freebie?
If I'm being honest, I'm not gonna lie. I've not been on my PlayStation for probably more than a year right now.
Really?
Really, I have not touched. I've not touched my PlayStation one bit.
Oh, see, I played the Xbox for a bit with Starfield, and I played the Payday 3 tutorial.
Yeah, I'm working Game Pass. I'm literally working get through games with Game. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. I've literally not touched anything on the PlayStation. I got Ragnarok for Christmas last year, and I put it in probably about February.
Yeah.
And I've not come back to it yet.
Oh mate, what a game!
I know.
Definitely not free though on the PS Store. That'll cost you about $60.
No, I was gonna say it's not free.
Off the top of my head, I really don't want to say this, but it is probably the correct answer. The best free game on the PlayStation Store is Fortnite. Or Apex Legends. I really like Apex Legends.
Or Fall Guys. Fall Guys is free, isn't it?
Fall Guys is free. Yeah, if you get a good.
Fall Guys is free.
I'd say if you're playing solo, Fortnite or Apex, because you only got to have a.
It's I suppose it depends on what kind of games that you like.
Bunch of mates with Fall Guys to have a proper laugh with it. Like when we joined
we did.
We didn't mention Fall Guys for the bloody multiplayer games.
Oh, we didn't, did we? No. Or Among Us. Among Us, we did
play that for a little bit.
Yeah. Or even the what's it's the fucking tits.
I'm not playing tits with you.
Oh, well, we should have done.
One day.
The guy, the jukebox, thingy box, party box, game. Jackbox. All of those.
Games. Yeah.
Yes, all of those.
How do we not mention that? Don't worry, they're one down the line. 10 more multiplayer games. Listen to me, baby.
10 other multiplayer that we forgot about.
Yeah. Oh, mate, because there's lots of footage of that Jackbox stuff as well, isn't there?
Oh, God, my Obi-Wan Kenobi drawing.
Oh, yeah. He's still my picture for the old YouTube channel.
Yes. I need that on a t-shirt, by the way.
Oh, yeah, I'll sort it off Christmas, mate, don't worry. So best free game, Fall Guys, Fortnite, Apex Legends. I don't know what else there is free. I don't tend to get these.
You've got World of Tanks and all that pitch, haven't you, as well?
People really like them, but
it's like Rocket. Isn't Rocket League free?
Rocket League was free for the first month.
Oh, okay.
If you were PlayStation Plus, I think. We didn't pay for it, I don't think.
No, we didn't. No. Well, actually, no, we did. We didn't. But then my PlayStation.
You had to rebuy it, didn't you?
I had to rebuy it for some reason. I don't know why.
But if it was still free, that would have been my answer. Rocket League is amazing. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's about 15 quid. I don't know.
Yeah.
The next question is from. This was actually asked twice by two different people. The next question is from a Carry Yoga. Sonic or Mario?
It's totally easy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's obviously Sonic.
It's obviously Mario. Yeah.
I did sort of think about this though. Hands down, overall the best games is Mario.
Yes.
But I will die by the sword. Sonic the Hedgehog is a far better character.
He is cooler. But he's meant to be cooler.
That's what he's meant to be. He is the cool.
Yeah,
You know, one of them's a plumber, the other's a speedy hedgehog. I know who I'd rather be.
Hey, don't you dare diss plumbers. My dad's a plumber.
Your dad until the end of time.
My dad did your plumbing for free.
I need to watch them again. That's so funny.
I know.
This question is from OG GAC representative Arth.
Oof.
My little buddy Arth.
Hello, Arth. Been a while.
I may have had to have forced him to ask us a question because he's a bit bloody useless. So I told him, ask us a question, you little shite. And this is what we got.
Why did Nick replace me?
Who is the best gamer?
What, between me and you?
Yeah.
Oh. It's 50-50.
I think it depends.
It depends on the game.
If anything shooty, I'd put you at the helm because you've got your Halo stuff, and like I've never been good with competitive.
It's patience. It's patience. I've got patience. You don't have patience.
Either. I'm like
you just run. You just jump in, run and gun. You're a proper cowboy. Yeah, you're a proper fucking cowboy.
Yeah, pretty much.
When we need to hole up and defend somewhere, you fucked off 4 miles where we need to be. Do you know what I mean? You're like, I'm killing everyone over here. It's like, that's no fucking. We need you here.
Our Payday 2 career as well is like, give me the shotgun and just go stand over there, and if someone moves, blast them. And then you're being like the tactical genius in the background, getting all the money and stuff and drilling shit.
Trying to stealth it, whether you just run in like, come on boys, let's go.
Yeah. So I think it all depends on what we're playing. Like I think I'd be Rocket League winner just because I bumped the game.
Easy, yeah. You've got more skill.
I think we need more context to the question because neither of us are better gamers. It all depends.
No, Well, that the joy is, but that's why when we first started college, that's why we like we'll just do averagely average gamers, because we're just average gamers.
Yeah, we just like to play games and have fun.
Yeah, we're good to a point. But like we discussed last time, it's like with Rocket League, you get to a certain point and then you get put into leagues that are just way above
quickly
us.
Hit that point where you just can't get wins anymore, and then you're doing this in the ranking leaderboard stuff.
Yeah, it does take the fun out of the game there. Yeah. So, but we are both averagely average. Just I have more patience in doing things. Grand Theft Auto. You know what I mean? Like that very first video where, I went and did that whole challenge and got that camper van to the guy at the very end, and then you just come in like a fucking bull in a china shop and run the guy over, and fail the mission.
It's Grand Theft Auto.
It's not Grand Theft Auto. Ride over the guy so we can fucking cancel the mission.
There's a gentleman stood there, and I am in a car. I'm not going to just park next to him. I'm going to park on him. That is Grand Theft Auto. We need to go back on that and do another video. It's so funny.
Oh, it's on Game Pass.
I know. I'll have to download it when I have to download it.
Oh, mate, it's a fucking 100-something gig, though. It'll take you a while. With the shitey North Wales internet.
Hey, Harry says not too bad, now. It's not
Is
too
it
bad.
not? Oh, okay.
I'll get it done in the morning. It'll be fine.
I'm not rocking 250 meg, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's not like that. The next question is from Josh Griffiths, Liam's brother.
Mm-hmm.
So, one of the other staff from Scratch Boys.
Yeah.
Big golfing fanatics. And their brother Trist.
Is it a golfing question?
It's not a golfing question, but fair dues. Joshy always likes my tweets, likes my Retro Gak tweets. He always helps out. I love Josh.
I'll tell you what, in honour of him, what is the best golf game?
Tiger Woods PGA Tour 2005.
Wrong.
No, that is the correct answer.
No. Mario Golf Toadstool Tour on the GameCube.
No.
There's no better golf.
You know that hill that you have by the side of your house? I will be marching up all 300 miles up to your place in Scotland. I will stand on that hill. Tiger Woods PGA Tour 2005 is the best golf game.
I'll tell you what, then we'll play through both. And we'll decide.
It's hard for me to get Tiger Woods. It's on PlayStation 2.
We can buy the disc.
Yeah, but I don't have PlayStation 2 anymore.
Why do you not have a PlayStation 2? I've still got mine. That's it. You're going to have to buy the game and come all the way up here to play it.
I will. I love that game.
I think I have 2 pads for the PlayStation 2 as well.
Also, honourable mention for PGA Tour 2 on the Sega Mega Drive. You can play that in the game, bloke. It's quality. It's got the old school, but is that what Mario Golf's like?
Yeah, you got the on the
you
bottom.
Press it once, the bar goes
start
up,
it and you
again.
bring it back. Yeah.
No, Tiger Woods is best. Because it introduced the analog stick where you did that, and then you go up, and then your accuracy depended on how straight you were going down and up. Because it's like
how is that make the game any better?
Because it's like swinging a golf club.
Do you know what? Actually, no. We are both wrong. We are both totally wrong.
Whoa.
We sports golf.
We sports
it's the best golf.
Was fun. Yeah,
it's the best golf game. That's the one.
But that isn't even Josh G's questions. We've asked our own questions. Josh G actually asked, "What is the best post-apocalyptic game ever?" This is easy for me.
Fallout, isn't it?
Yeah, Fallout New Vegas. 3. You would say Fallout 3. Mm-hmm. I love Fallout New Vegas. But that's the beauty. It is both of them. They are both the best.
They are both of them, yeah. 4 is shite. 76 is shite.
I still love 4. It's not a patch on 3 or New Vegas.
No, that's the thing. And it looks better and it's bigger.
It's really nice. It still is a really nice looking game.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I never finished it. I think I got to a point where I think I had to choose between going between 3 different areas. And that was the last bit. I think it was the last mission you were saying to me at that point. And I was just like, do you know what? I can't be arsed.
I would tell anyone who's playing Fallout 4 or who wants to play Fallout 4, don't worry about the main story. Do a few of them to get to unlock like Diamond City and stuff like that. There's certain locations. Mm-hmm. Do the railroad missions because you get some decent weapons and stuff from those guys, and just go and explore.
Is that the Minutemen thing?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
and just go and explore. Do your own thing in Fallout 4.
So, I bought the game of the year. The one they pre-ordered it when you get the DLC. And I never even touched the DLC or anything like that.
DLC's okay.
Is it like a fairground or something?
That was the last one, the Nuka World one. That's the only one I've not properly played through. But the problem is, I think you've got to be like level 30 minimum to even stand a chance of surviving in that. Yeah, so like even if I started a new save, I'd have to get myself to level 30 somehow. As quick as I could just to be able to do that, and I've never been able to do it again. But like there's a Far Harbour or something, the Far Harbour DLC.
Yeah, there's that. Yeah,
that was okay. Introduced some weird fog mechanic or something. I actually don't remember the rest. There was Automaton.
Is there actually mods on Fallout 4 now?
Yeah.
Because you know with Skyrim you've got mods.
Yeah.
It's alright. So it might be better than playing it again with mods.
The only problem with mods on the consoles is it disables trophies and achievements. And I'm a sucker for, even though I don't aim for them, I'm not an achievement hunter or anything like that, but I still like it. I like getting the pop-ups, I did good, I got the gold trophy. It still feels quite nice, but yeah.
I mean, I've not chased trophies since me and you were doing it in PlayStation 3. We were trying to outdo each other. And then you just stormed ahead, and I was like, right, cool, that's my trophy. Trophy career over.
Yeah, I burned. That would have been like when I was bumming Uncharted and all God of Wars, because 3 Uncharted games, 6 God of War games. Josh G, I think, also asked Sonic or Mario, and we've established that's obviously Sonic. And then he said, is VR making a comeback, in your opinion?
So no, but did you know it came out this week? It came out this week. Can't remember the name. It's like X something, and it's a pair of glasses, not VR glasses, but it's actually a pair of glasses that have got.
Is it what Mark Zuckerberg thingy?
No, is that not like the Oculus? It's not the Oculus Rift. That's the Meta 2 or whatever.
I have no idea.
These are like a pair of glasses, but actually in the glasses are screens, projecting screens. So you can actually, as you wear them, you connect it to your phone or a Switch or anything that's got like the USB-C, and it brings up the display screen in front of you. So you can play your games or kind of whatever.
Like, what's his name from Heavy Rain with his funky glasses?
Yes.
Jaden or whatever he's called.
Yeah. So you've got, so apparently it's a 130-inch screen that you can see ahead of you.
Okay.
And so the glasses dim. If you touch them, you can dim so you can see around you, or you can dim it so it's dark. So you just got the full 130-inch screen in front of you.
Yeah.
So it's not.
Does that cost you?
So it's gonna. I think it's 450 quid.
That's actually not too bad.
But they look like Ray-Bans. Like, the not the aviators, the thick, like the thick rimmed ones. The ones I've got, it's a pair of them, but with the screens inside them.
Jesus.
And it's not VR, but I think that's the way. Alexa, stop.
It's that time, 9:30.
It's that time, yeah. But I think that's kind of technology, that's what's going to come next.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I don't think VR's making a comeback or anything. I think there's been a bit of a resurgence in it.
Well, I think that with the Meta from Facebook, I think that's kind of like brought it back a little bit.
I think the PS VR was a triumph when that came out in its own way, because they made it an affordable package for people. It's still quite pricey, but like it was an affordable way for console owners to have virtual reality in their home. And, I can say it is mega impressive, but it wasn't without its flaws. There was,
Oh. And let's be fair, the only reason that you're buying VR headsets for porn, isn't it? Really, that's what most people are going to be buying it for.
It wasn't why I bought it. And, hand on heart, I wanted to play Resident Evil 7, and it scared the shit out of me.
You wanted the Lady Demi, whatever her face is, porn.
Ooh, Lady Dimitrescu.
That's the one, yeah.
Like that. Go ahead, pal.
Get a crick in your neck having a wank. Go go into working like this. Oh God!
There are some funny videos though on Instagram and TikTok and that of like people in their whatever it is Oculus bloody things where they're in like sexual positions. Like some fellas walking in like, "All right, Dave, how's it going?" And he's like on all fours, like bent over. And he goes into another room. Another one's like on his back, sprawled. Oh God, you gotta laugh.
But the thing is, they're big. Well, I mean, they're not as big now, but I mean, they're still bulky. They're still quite thingy, and you've got to be tied to something to use them.
And that's why I think there's still a limit, because like you've got the PSVR 2 now, which is the next step from PSVR.
The next step,
and the Oculus and that, and they were all a step up from the PSVR that I own.
Yeah.
I think there's just a bit of a resurgence in it at the minute.
I mean, there's still interest in it. I think there'll always be interest in it.
Yeah, it's
that
when
immersion.
you do it, it's so impressive. But it's just not. It's not a convenient way to play games.
No, it's not convenient, and it's not cheap.
No.
And they are the two big, massive factors which will, if it's going to succeed or not, they're going to have to bring the price down, and they're going to have to make it lightweight, like these glasses with the 130. You know what I mean? It's a pair of sunglasses with one cable that comes out the back. That's literally is it.
That is the next step to VR.
That's what I would think is more like the sort of like remember the Google Lens. Yeah. That's sort of like augmented reality rather than the artificial one. It's augmented, so you've got the world around you, but you've got little screens that you can see and view, that sort of thing.
Last question from Neophyte 2517.
Ooh.
Who can suck on a lollipop the longest whilst having a staring contest with a deflated walrus?
Probably you.
Probably me.
You are a lot more competitive, and I'm not going to lie, I would find that very funny and take it seriously.
I love sucking on lollipops. Haven't had a staring contest with a deflated walrus before, but...
I have, and I lost.
I'd be willing to give it a go.
We'll give it a fucking bash.
That was actually me. I got bored today. I sent that question in. I just thought, do you know what? No one else has asked the question. I'm asking one. And that
I'm glad it was you, because I wanted Stefan to show to me, and I was just tempted to just ask you who's got the smallest dick.
I'll show you right now. Look how big mine is.
Look, it's me. It's fine. I'll put my hands up.
I don't know.
I've got nothing else to put up. Hey,
but
he's here all week.
Additional bit of fun now. Like I said, there was also anonymous questions.
Okay.
So there's an app. Do you remember when I used the app a few months ago?
Yes, I remember.
And it gives random questions. So I re-downloaded that, and I just sent the link out, and I said, if you don't want to ask with your name out, ask us on this.
Okay.
Holy shit! Okay, we got more. I had 4 the other day.
Oh Christ, how many got now?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You ready for a quick fire round? Some of these can be really random because I've not even seen them yet. They're not open.
Oh Christ! Okay, here we go.
We'll go with oldest first.
Deep breath.
You're so fun to be around.
Thank you.
Thank you. Cheers. I don't know who you are, but thank you.
It's true though. We are.
You're the best.
You're the best.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
I'm sure this is Carrie while she's sitting next to you.
That definitely not Carrie. She'd be telling me how shit I am. Why aren't these people being
asking actual questions?
Non-anonymous, telling us who you are? It's all about the love.
It's my mum.
You should be my bestie. None of these are questions so far. None of these are questions. Well,
but you're my bestie, so
exactly. You're my bestie, bro.
Oh well, yeah. Where would I put that down?
I think these are like dodgy messages. You wild for what you did. Are they talking about the deflated walrus here? I don't know what I did.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. There's been some nights where I've done unquestionable things. So
you're wild, bro.
Me. I am wild. Mate, I shat in a policeman's hat. So
is this you?
Maybe
Mario wipes the floor with Sonic. Was that you?
That was not me.
Not having that.
That's not me.
Not having that. That's disgusting behaviour. That's filth that's come out of your mouth. You should be arrested on the
Actually,
spot.
came out of your mouth. So.
I'm not having it. I love you, Sonic. Oh, we have a question.
Oh, go on, hooray.
I think it's an easy answer, though. Do you have any piercings?
No.
No.
I'm an absolute fanny.
Yeah,
I am an absolute fanny.
We don't do stuff like that.
I've got the pain threshold of a 4-year-old girl, and to be honest, they've probably got a better pain threshold than I do. So, I mean, I would like a tattoo, but
I've always sort of
needles
considered a tattoo, but like I'm also not asked, and I still don't know what I'd have.
Yeah. I always wanted the Decepticon logo, like
that would suit you, yeah, because that is you. That's how I would always remember.
But I've decided that when Flynn and Miles are of age, that we're going to get the Triforce.
That's cool.
And each of us have and each of us have one of the power, the courage and wisdom. Yeah, we'll just get our dicks tattooed on each other. They'll be very small. No one will ever see.
To scale.
You'd be like, wait there, hold on 1 second. Done.
Oh, there's a lot of truth bombs coming out in this now. Speaking of truth bombs, this could be directed to you or me. We don't know now.
Okay. Then.
Yeah, again, not more of a statement than a question.
Okay.
I've had a crush on you for years and you still don't know, LMAO.
That's definitely you.
That's you, bro.
That's me. Have you seen me? I look like a fucking worn out tattered dish rag. That's.
But you're my worn out tattered dish rag, bro. For all you know, I sent that in, and I'm making out like I didn't.
Oh, please say it's true.
Are you talking to anyone? My bestie.
Yeah.
These are easy. These are easy questions, bro. These are easy. We're smashing through these. Spider-Man 2 could be better than Doom Eternal. It could be. Different.
I don't know. Actually, it's. I mean, as much as it's been regaled, there's a lot of bugs in there, isn't there? There's a lot of things that have. No, Liam. These are like bugs that you're swinging and you end up in a room that you can't get out of.
He's the biggest bug.
The best one I've seen is he goes and swings and he goes to land at the train station and he overshoots the jump and he goes through the train and then gets stuck at the bottom of the train. So he's standing there and he can't move because he's in the floor of the train, and then when the train starts going, he's like getting dragged on the on the floor of the train.
Oh no! I do really want to play it though.
I know.
When I'll get the chance. I don't know.
I'm going to ask the in-laws for it for Christmas, and then it'll sit there and like Ragnarok. I'll get one go of it, and then I'll be able to play it. So, but then I want to play Spider-Man and Miles Morales as well, and before it as well. I've still not got Tears of the Kingdom. Still not played that.
Have you not?
No.
Jesus, man.
Because I wanted to replay through Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
And I've not finished it because other games keep coming out, and I'm just like, fuck. So.
Another nice quick one. Are you straight?
I'm rotund. Got a belly on me now, like. So I'm a bit curvy when it counts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah, no, I'm straight.
Yeah.
I'm just going to keep it simple.
I mean, if you pay me enough, like, I'll consider it.
Yeah. We'll bend over a little bit. We should talk more. I don't know if this is another statement for you and I.
I think that might be.
I'd love to talk more.
Yeah, just please go and talk to him. He's a lonely old chap.
That would have been a nice way to end it, but we've got one last one.
Okay.
My friends really like you.
There's a lot of this around. Is this like, are we back in high school right now?
I don't know, but like, it's not what I asked people.
You just want questions.
I just wanted questions. I was asking for random questions. Out of all them, we got 2 questions.
3, yeah.
Are you talking to anyone? Do you have any piercings? Well, that's disappointing. Wow. Hopefully, improves next time. But you know, the non-anonymous ones were better questions.
Were better.
At least we know who they were.
Yes. We can go back and feedback that the questions were shagged.
Yeah, that was terrible. We ain't using that app anymore. Last thing to end it on then, because we're an hour and 15, so just like a quick thing.
Yeah.
I just wanted to, because this was going to be part of Games Will Be Games.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a momentous occasion last week. you got a new Sonic game and a new Mario game in the same week.
Same week.
Has that ever happened before? I was wanting to Google it, but
don't think it does.
That's a bit of a deal, that, for them to.
I mean, to be fair, it's not even that. It's Mario, Sonic, and Spider-Man.
And Spider-Man, yeah. That's a decent week.
Yeah, it's a decent week for gaming. I know.
Are you going to purchase Super Mario Wonder?
Or Flynn, yes.
Down the line.
For Christmas.
For Christmas.
For the sole fact that we can all play it together.
Yeah. I will probably end up getting it eventually.
Mm-hmm. The thing is with Switch and Nintendo games, any first-party Nintendo game, is it'll not decrease in value. You'll not pick it. No shop will buy it off someone and then sell it for 20 quid.
Mm-hmm.
It's always going to be, sort of like top.
Full price, top.
Yeah. So we're just going to get it, bite the bullet, we'll get it, and then we can all play together.
Yeah.
Me, my darling wife who is here right now, and Flynn, and I think she might be drunk. Are you drunk?
Been on the gin.
It's a bottle of wine.
Ooh.
And that's the full bottle that's left in the bottle in the glass.
Nice.
Mate, I am so impressed with her. Like she can put that away. Like
I'm still standing.
Well, there you go. Yeah, kids disco was tonight, and obviously Steph's part of the parent. Well, she's the head of parent teaching. She's the parent. You are the parent council. That is bold words.
Yeah, stems are strong, stern words.
Mm-hmm. I know.
Yeah, I do want to play Mario Wonder, even though I am.
It looks good. It's getting reviews, and people are saying it's the best Mario game for 2D one.
They're saying, yeah.
Yeah. So, and the fact that it's quite kid friendly. That if you choose to be Yoshi, you can't die.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So there's 2 Yoshis, and if you choose a Yoshi, you can't technically die.
Okay.
So it makes it easier for Flynn.
Accessibility.
And then obviously, if me and Steph are playing, and we'll play normal, and then if he dies, he's not going to die because he's Yoshi. But and obviously as he gets older and he progresses and be other characters, and then he can get good like we used to.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm giving my boy the Dark Souls treatment. Yeah, I ain't dicking about with him. You either get good or you don't play games.
Don't play games. That's it.
If the first game he doesn't if the first game the first game that boy's finishing is Sonic the Hedgehog, the first one. I'm telling you, because I'm going to drill it into him. You will die in the labyrinth.
Yeah.
But you restart and you go again. You get better, son.
Yeah.
It's what your dad did, and still
That's
does.
it. Yeah. We didn't have these save states and auto saving every 2 seconds.
No,
fuck that.
No, we dealt with the grind.
Get a good scrub.
Tell you what, Sonic Superstars is
it good?
It's a hard game, mate.
Is it?
It's actually quite hard.
Ooh.
But it's there's no lives. They've taken out lives.
They don't need that
it's just
anymore.
not a thing anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that feels like it gives them the right to make certain bosses and that quite hard. Because you can just keep dying and going back.
Yeah.
But I was really impressed with it. I did want to do a little mini review on my own, but I just
still got time.
So I would say, if you are a fan of the 2D Sonic games, buy it because it is really good. It's still my big issue with Sonic games that are made by the Sonic team. Mind you, even Sonic Mania did it, and that wasn't official Sonic team. They're too reliant on the past. They're too reliant on past glories.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they know when they try and do new things, they're fucking terrible at new things.
Yeah.
They are tragic. Sonic Frontiers, terrible. No, not Frontiers. Sonic Forces, terrible.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
All the characters they bring in are terrible.
Yeah.
Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Dr. Robotnik.
That's it.
Yeah, Amy's fine as the female character for the girls to play as if they want.
Mm-hmm.
No one else.
Yeah.
Not even Shadow. Don't do Shadow.
Shadow shite.
Metal Sonic is a great baddie.
Mm-hmm.
No more.
Yeah.
And to be fair,
I'd agree with that.
Sonic Superstars does, they keep it quite simple, but they're just a bit too reliant on the past again.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, very good game. And on that note, I think that's where we end the return of the Bumcast.
Return of the Bumcast.
Bam, bam, bam. I got to come up with a theme for this as well.
Return of the Mac. We just put Bumcast in the Mac where the Mac is.
I'll figure something out, bro. I'll figure something out when I get the chance.
Chance, I know.
Oh, but yeah, thanks anyone who's watched it. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's something different. Thank you to anyone that's listened
to it. Yeah, well, that's it. We can just talk about crap, can't we?
Do you know what? It's quite nice not having to worry about remembering what we did in a game and certain aspects of games. We can just sort of waffle on. I like waffling.
Waffling's good.
Yeah, Bumcast allows us to waffle. Very cathartic.
About everything and anything. Yeah, that's it.
So until next time, get following, get subscribing. We're on all the socials and stuff. I think it's probably going to be Retro Gak next week.
The next time. We'll not say next week.
The next time, yeah. Hopefully next week. But next time, we will be back to Retro Gak. Because I've updated the frame, and I know I've still not used it yet. I updated it ages ago. I'm well impressed with what I've done. It's so cool.
Okay then.
But yeah, we can see it the next time.
That's fine. We'll think of a game. Peace.
Get following, get subscribing. Cheers, bro.
I don't know why I said peace. I'm not ghetto enough.